Yesterday, I shared my reset hour, which is the time on Sundays where I organize my calendar for the upcoming week. Now, if you paid a little bit of attention, you'll have realized that I block off a lot of time for Life Mastery Circle, which is my membership. And today I thought, let's break that down. But before we start, hi, my name is Sara, and I am a clarity and growth coach. I'm also the editor of Life Mastery magazine and community leader inside Life Mastery Circle, a community built for midlife women who are going through change and want some support to really create the life they want to live. We talk about everything from health to side hustles and from side hustles to showing up for yourself. Whatever you need, you're going to find inside our community, and I'd love for you to join us. I'll leave a link in the description below. Heads up, if you sign up by the end of September, by the 30th, you'll be grandfathered in. And so your membership will never go up in price. And you also get a one-on-one coaching call with me for 12 months. I'll leave the link in the description box and you can find out more about it there. Getting back to our topic today. So yesterday you might have realized that there is a lot going on inside Life Mastery Circle. I wanted to make this video to let you know that Life Mastery Circle is not another course, and it's not about creating overwhelm, and it's not another should that I want you to add to your life. No, Life Mastery Circle is a community. It's a place where you can show up as you are, and you can show up to do what you most need to do right now. Now we have ladies in there because it is for women only. There are women in there who are building a business. There are women in there who are building side hustles. There are women in there that are not building side hustles or businesses, but they want to create their best life. And what does that even mean? Well, it means that they had a career. It means they were full-time caregivers. They were stay-at-home moms. And now they have the time and they've realized that they don't want to wait anymore to start living their best life. And that can mean anything from just being able to show up for yourself without the guilt. And a lot of us can't even conceive the idea of going for a walk in the middle of the day because our partners are working, because we should be working, we should be doing something instead of taking care of our mental health and showing up for ourselves. I have women in there whose purpose is to not feel guilty about showing up for themselves. It's about creating the life they want. And that can be taking a course, an online course. That can be starting their hobbies, and they have hobbies because up until now, they didn't. So it's not about more to do, having to do something in your life. It truly is showing up for yourself. And then in the membership, everything is available to everyone. But you don't need to show up for everything. You only need to show up for those things that are meaningful to you, that are going to help you, that are the next right step for you right now where you are. If you don't want to start creating low content books, you don't have to show up for our class on Mondays and Fridays. If you don't want to build a side hustle, you don't have to come to the side hustling classes. You don't want to plan for your next 90 days because you're just taking one day at a time, 1 week at a time, because right now that's what you can do. You don't have to come to our planning sessions. You do need to show up for me time because that's how you build the muscle of showing up for yourself, of making it a point of taking 30 minutes or 60 minutes a day just for you, and no one's gonna die. You can do that. And I want to empower you. And I want to tell you that it's okay. You can do that and show up for yourself. What you need to do is schedule your coaching call with me once a month because that's how we are going to work on your mindset. It's important. We sometimes feel that if I had more time, if I didn't have this to do, if it's time we stop with the shoulds and the ifs. It's time to start taking action. And by showing up, even if it's 15 minutes for yourself every day, and while other people may be co-working, you can be doing your journaling or your meditation or your knitting, whatever you need at that moment in time. That's what's important. And it's not what you're doing on one of those calls, it's what it's doing to you. It's the showing up. It's your mindset that's been reprogrammed and shaped in a way that serves you better. Think about it. How many times have you bought a book and thought, wow, nice book? How many times did you sign up for a course and you didn't finish it? Because it's not about the information you're getting. I can be teaching you about low content publishing until I go blue in the face and you're not getting it and but when I'm there with you, when I'm showing up for the classes with you, when I'm saying, okay, we learned for 20 minutes, we're going to work for 40 minutes. You are there, I'm there with you. And we are taking steps, we are taking action, and that's what's going to move the needle. It's not the information in itself. Yes, we need the information, we need the steps, but it's not that that's going to change your life. A lot of people know a lot of things. I know you know a lot of things. And so far, it probably didn't get you very far. This hit me like a ton of bricks because a long time ago, I read a book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And I loved the book. It was very good. I mean, it was written a long time ago. It's an amazing book, especially if you are going on a self-development journey, if you are trying to get out of debt, if you are trying to take care of your money, if you will. And I loved the book and it was awesome. I didn't do anything of what the book was telling me to do. First, I thought, I'm not that special. I will never be able to do any of these steps. And then I thought, well, I probably couldn't even do these steps. Who am I? Who do I think I am? You see where this is going? It wasn't about the steps in themselves. It was about my mindset. It was about how I was coming reading to this book with this negative energy, doubting myself all the time. I was not in a position where I could or where I would want to show up and make a difference in my own life, which is sad, but that's what was. And that's what is in a lot of situations. Now, I've since read the book again, and it wasn't until I found another book called How to Study, Think, and Grow Rich, and found a community, Magnet Mind Development Community, that I understood what that book was all about and how, yes, the steps are wonderful and they are there to support us on our journey, but it's the showing up, it's the taking action, it's going one small step at a time. It's not doing it all at once. And it's not about reading and knowing the information, because I used to think that knowledge is power. Actually, knowledge, it's just knowledge if you don't do anything with it. So taking that action, actually showing up for yourself and doing it, that's the power you need to take from the situation, from what you read, from what you studied, from people told you, whatever it is. This is very important, and it was the biggest shift I had to go through. And to do that, I had to learn a lot about myself. And I didn't have the funds to get coaches. I didn't have the funds to do most of the co-working sessions there were, or to hire a coach or whatever it was. And that's why I created Life Mastery Circle, because it's so affordable. And I show up daily for you. You have no reason why you shouldn't do this. You have no reason not to create impact in your own life, not to create the life you want. It's inevitable. If you show up, if we walk this together, there's no other outcome than you creating what you want to create. But for that, you need the support. And my my slogan, if that's a thing, is you don't need any more knowledge. You need connection, because the connection is important. learning about other people, from other people, being in a community that values this, that it's not about getting rich no matter what, no matter how. No, we have our values. We know what we want. We know the life we want. And we are taking steps to get to that life. So if you think this is something that you are lacking, that you could use this kind of community, I have an invitation for you. Come join us at Life Mastery Circle. You get a lot of things inside Life Mastery Circle. And like I said, you do not have to show up for all of them. But think, you get a one-on-one coaching with me every single month for 12 months. You can show up for anything you want inside the community. You also get access to all the resources I create. You get access to the magazine, but that's a free resource that you can get even if you don't become an insider. With the magazine, there's a workbook every single month with trackers, with the full challenges, with things to support you on your journey. You also get the masterclasses when people come and do a masterclass for us. You get a group coaching call every month. My goal inside Life Mastery Circle is to support every woman who wants clarity and wants to create her best life. And my best life does not look like your best life. And that's fine. Nobody can tell you what your best life is. Only you can do that. And that's why I'm so passionate about showing up. And that's why I'm so passionate to walk this path with you. Because it's hard. And I can give you all the information. I have courses that you can buy and you can go through them if you want at your own pace. But when you don't have the accountability, when you can't turn to the person and ask the questions, it's hard. And most of the people who have bought my course never finished it. For me, it shouldn't bother me because they paid, I'm good. But it bothers me because that's not why I create what I create. I create these resources because I want them to make a change in people's lives. So if people are not finishing their courses, no change is taking place. And that's just not how I want this to go. The price will be going up in October because it is really, really, really affordable right now, and it will be unsustainable. And the price is going up, and probably one of the perks that is going to no longer be available is the one-on-one coaching, because as more people get into the membership, I don't have the bandwidth to just keep on with the one-on-one calls. So jump in while it's time, while the price is what it is. And again, you are grandfathered in. If you stay for 10 years, your price will never go up. I want to thank you for spending this time with me. And, I might not be your person. It's fine, but find someone who is. Make the commitment, show up for yourself. Again, thank you so much for being with me. If you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps me out, and liking this video. And also check out Life Mastery Circle. I'll leave all the links. Also, subscribe to Life Mastery magazine. It's free and it's delivered once a month to your inbox. Thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.